Morning, driver. We're in Auburn, Washington. We just got unloaded with this 100-foot long load that took us like 5 days to get here. We're done, and now we're gonna head home. And as soon as we get home, we're gonna reload and come right back. So today's Monday. I should be back here Thursday afternoon. Around and around we go. If you can see it, look at Mount Rainier right there. Beautiful. So as much as I'd like to get a reload and really kind of need a reload, I don't have time for a reload because it's more important that I get back and get another one of these loads. I do have something I have to do today though. These steer tires are about a year old, and I don't know, my alignment's off a little bit something. They started wearing funny, and I tried to catch it and I couldn't catch it, and they started wearing even more funny, and now it's kind of bad. So today we're gonna stop in Albany, Oregon, and meet our friend Carlos, put some tires on here. So that's the plan today. We'll be home tomorrow and reload on Wednesday. We're at the job site here in Auburn, and this is all the racket. Good times. It was a nice peaceful weekend here. Okay, let's hit the road. My name is Jupiter. I drive a truck. I own the truck I drive, and that's why I called my company Jupiter Trucking. Join me, and I'll take you along on some of the different things I end up doing to make a buck with a truck. Making progress. We're in Vancouver, about to cross the river back into Oregon and into Portland. Traffic so far appears to be okay. I couldn't help myself for looking for a backhaul home. I talked to my tire guy, and I should be out of there by noon, and was hoping that maybe I could just find a load nearby that ran right home. And I did call on one, and I almost had it, but it didn't work out. I'm gonna continue on with the idea of just heading straight home. Got some things we need to take care of, and it'd be nice to have a couple hours at home to do that. Yay, Portland! Man, that must be uncomfortable. We've arrived. Let's go get some tires. Let's get this trailer dropped. We're gonna do a speed change, like a pit stop here. They have me in and out in about an hour. I was having some wobbles on the front end of this, and just 2 weeks ago, I think it was only 2 weeks ago, I rotated the tires, and all of this has happened in the last 2 weeks. It's come down all into the secondary rubber. This tire's shot. This isn't gonna take long at all. Dang. My buddy Carlos here. He's been my tire guy for quite a few years now.
How you doing, everybody?
So I have been using balance beads in the tires for a long time. Carlos recommended I use Centromatics. How come?
Well, Centromatics, as opposed to the beads or spin balance, is always going to give you a constant balance. It's always going to try to correct itself on the hub. I'm a pretty true believer in them because it just really makes sense. It's basically like a centrifuge. It's just constantly spinning, center of everything. You got abnormalities, right? You're going to have things that are causing it to be unbalanced. Once we get somebody that actually tries these on and they see that they're going to get no vibration, they're very little vibration, and then on top of that, the best part, which is why I introduced these to Jupiter, is just because the fact that he's going to get better tire life. The best thing about it is you're doing what you want to do here so that you can get the most life out of your tires. where
Yeah.
you can get the best ride possible. So Centromatic, if you guys are interested, definitely go on their website. A lot of YouTube videos online about them right now. Really good media. But for those that have tried it and want to, you know, provide some feedback, all that is welcome. We're here at Palms. We want to stay up with everybody with the innovation of technology, but this is not a high-tech thing. This is actually something that's been around for a while. The guys at Centromatics put a lot of science behind it, stuck with it. There is some knockoff brands that are like this, trying to duplicate it, but none with the warranty that Centromatic offers. We hope to see you guys, you know, come in here or anywhere else and ask for Centromatics.
All right, man. That's what a sales pitch. All right. Thanks, Carlos.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it, man.
It's always a pleasure, man. Thank
Absolutely. Dang. Dude, it's quick. Like 40 minutes I've been here. Time to go sign the bill. Let's go home. Good to visit with Carlos. Always love it here. These guys are really cool to me. Boy, these new steer tires are pretty nice. It's going right on down the road with no hands, straight as an arrow, just like the truck used to do. I don't really understand what happened. He even hooked me up with a hat. This is not an advertisement for Pomps or for Centromatic. Carlos has been really good to me for many, many years. We've worked together really well, and we're personal friends. He's been kind of trying to sell me on these Centromatics for quite a while, and I figured I would let him talk about it and tell you guys what I'm doing. I didn't get paid, I didn't get them for free, I didn't even get a discount. In fact, they charged me for something that they didn't put on the truck, and so he's gonna have to take it off. But that was not a paid promotion. That was just something that hopefully somebody out there will find interesting. Maybe it'll help you. I don't get nothing out of it. It's peaceful here. I'm done. It's 6:30, quarter to 7, and honestly, I've had about a 13 and a half hour day already, so I'm done. I'll be home at a good time tomorrow. I'll be home well before noon. We need to stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, that's the plan. I hope, if everybody lets me, to be home by noon. But I'm going to call it a night tonight. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's 4 in the morning. My lizard brain has officially activated, so it's time to go. I don't drive a lot at night, but I can see a few things that are messed up now. Looks like my bumper lights got unplugged when they were messing with the radiator, or the wire broke or cut or something. Looks like some of my cab lights underneath the sleeper aren't working right either. That stretch trailer needs more lights in it, no doubt about that. Everything's working on this side. Oh, look at that. It's blinking. Yeah. I got a few things I gotta get straightened out. Okay, we're 3 hours from home. Let's go home. I gotta get the truck washed too, because there is coolant everywhere. It did not get washed off after the radiator repair. So I'm gonna get it washed, and there's coolant on the stacks and bugs, and hopefully we'll get there when there's no line. Let's hit the road. Well, I just had my first scare of the morning. I've been keeping my eyes peeled for deer, and I came around the corner and there's about 3 black cows standing in the middle of the road. Don't need to hit any cows today. have an idea. Since I almost never get the opportunity to do this, I'm gonna stretch the trailer out and get them to wash the inside. I'm gonna stretch it right here. That's the long bay for doubles and trains and triples. See how it goes. Here we are. It'll be nice to get some of this grime and dirt and stuff off of here. I also stretched out the fifth wheel all the way. Give them plenty of room to get in there and get that clean. Ooh, look at this thing. Tires shine, all washed up. Now, thanks to 4 State Trucks, I have some stuff to put on this trailer. I've got some different mud flaps, some mud flap weights. I've got center hubcaps. We're going to be putting lights on it. 4 State Trucks has been helping me with that. Just need some time, but man, this trailer's going to look pretty sharp when we're done. Hey, if you need something from 4 State Trucks, don't forget, man, use my discount code, Jupiter10. Make your trailer look good. Make your truck look good. It's all part of the game. Let them help you. Yeah, baby, I'm home. Got 24 hours. I'll see you then, tomorrow. Back to work. Let's go do this. You want to go, Gary? You ready? Come on, there you go. He's so easy going. What's that? You ready? Let's go back to Auburn, Washington. Feels like I was just there. Yesterday? Day before yesterday. We're here. Let's get this trailer stretched out. We're gonna stretch it out to 78 feet long. 78. That's the magic number. That should give me about 17 or 18 feet of rear overhang. I'll have about 4.5 feet over the front, and these are exactly 100 feet. 99 feet, 11.5 inches. Hey, look what else I got. A paint pen. I'm gonna mark this. Can't quite reach this one. I'll put it right here. We're marked. Once again, we're done. Check out Pilot Car Scott back there. It's looking pretty good. Got his amber light. Got his amber light permit that's required in Nevada. He's got his oversized signs, his vest, his flags. Dude is on it. He's making it legit. I'm gonna use him. I'm a full 2 hours ahead of last week, so that's really good. Everything looks really good so far. Truck is cleaned up. We're ready.
Oh fuck. You ain't gonna believe this. I had the camera backwards.
Oh, it's all right. We got it now. Here we go. We made it. We're on the big road. We're gonna be on the big road for an hour and a half or so, and then we're back on the 2-lane road. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we can get farther than we got last week, and I'm pretty sure we will. I think we're in good shape now. Out of town and on the road. This is gonna go well, and we're gonna have a smooth trip. I can feel it deep down in my belly, in my gut. It's gonna be a good trip. The challenge of getting into a fuel island. I was gonna get fuel yesterday before I actually loaded, but forgot. So anyway, we're good. We're gonna make it, I think. As long as everybody gets out of my way. What do you think? You gonna get out of my way, Gary? Up and back on the big road. I don't intend on stopping again until I'm at my destination, or until I stop at the Idaho border, I should say, and then Scott turns around and goes home. So I'll stop at the Idaho border, but other than that, we're trucking. Still haven't figured out where I'm going to stop for the night though. I'll get back to you on that. Scott, thanks man, appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure it's facing it right away, dude.
It's facing you now. Yeah, don't be looking at it like that. Anyway, all right, dude, appreciate it.
See you later.
Yeah, I know, huh? All right, we've ditched pilot car Scott. Become a jack of all trades, I tell you what. I wanted to say thanks, Scott. Appreciate you doing this for me. We are at least 2 hours or better ahead of last week. Last week he turned around and went home. He's going to again today, but he didn't get home till 1:30 in the morning last time. It's about 5.5 hours. Of course, he can drive faster. So he's got a long drive back home. Me, I've got about 3 hours and 15 to 30 minutes to get to where I would like to go. We're gonna make it time-wise, but we gotta keep moving. So it was just a quick thank you and see ya. To stop there at that rest area. I'm only about 40 minutes from the place I was going to stop, but I thought I'd just stop early. But not now. Now I need to continue. We'll be all right. Might be a little darker than I'd want it to be. In case you can't tell, the sun's kind of down right now. Holy shit, I just hit a deer. God. Let's see how this works. Wow. I missed him with the bumper, and I hit him, I thought around the step, and the only thing I can see is I lost a lug nut cap. I don't see anything else. He was laying down and he was spinning in the middle of the road like that. I really don't know what hit him, but I don't see any damage done. Oh, there we go. Got that. Wow, I got blood up there, but nowhere else. Wow. That's it. I'm stopped. I'm done. Look at that. Can you see the moon and Venus over there? That looks pretty cool. I am at this not a rest area. Where am I? I'm at the scales. Hey, look at that. Look at that, Phil. What do you think of that? Phil used to work for them. That's it. All right. I'm going to go to bed. Today has been one of those days, man. And then hitting that deer to top it off. Great. All right. Tomorrow's going to be a new day. We'll see you then. Morning from the top of Cabbage Hill. Nice and peaceful here, in case you can't tell. I wanted to look around the truck real quick in the daylight regarding this deer hitting the truck. So, I got some goo right here, which appears to be inside of a deer goo, but I cannot see anything else. This right here was dented. I think the deer's head hit right here, and that's it. We knocked off a lug nut cap, and there's not another mark. No sign of nothing. No blood, no hair, no... Man, I got lucky. Holy crap, did I get lucky. Can you imagine if that thing took out my brand new radiator that's less than a week old? Oh my gosh. So I think I have something here though. I need to get out my toolbox. Digging around. Would you look at that? I don't remember how many years ago I threw this in there. Oh, there's a small dent. There's a dent right there too. That's a small price to pay. I can't believe I threw that in the glove box or the toolbox. That's pretty funny. All right, let's go. I don't know, we got 4 or 5 hours to go and get this off today. Let's hit the road. The plan for today, I got up and got rolling right on my clock, right on my 10 hours, so I can get up to this job site and get this stuff off. This guy's been in my lap a lot lately. Get this stuff off. Then we've got about a 3 or 4 hour deadhead down to Central Oregon, Salem, Oregon, where we're going to stay the night. And we're going to pick up a load of pipe going back home in the morning. So my main goal right now is to get this load delivered, get it off, and make sure that there are no problems. And that gives me plenty of time the rest of the day to get about 3 hours. And we can just kind of take a deep breath and not have to worry about all the oversized stuff. It's not bad. It really isn't bad at all. This stretch trailer is in great shape. All the tires are in great shape. It's just a little bit of a pain, a little bit stressful, you know, if you need fuel, getting in and out of a fuel island. Where are you going to park? Whereas doing these long loads is really not a big deal at all. There is an extra layer of how do you do this and what are you going to do if this happens, kind of a thing. And pulling into that rest area last night was a drag. I kind of wanted to stop there. Where I stayed really wasn't bad at all, just noisy. You sleep with earplugs and deal with it. You have more options when you don't have a long load to stay in a nice, quiet, clean place. I'm not complaining at all. these loads are gonna save my bacon coming up. With all the breakdowns and expense, boy, I can't even tell you how lucky I got last night by hitting that deer, and it did nothing to the truck. Nothing to the truck. I know I hit it, you heard it, and boy, I saw it just down the freeway, in the middle of the freeway. But man, that could have been worse. So anyway, that's the plan. We got about 4 hours, 4.5 hours to get to the job site and get this done. We're about to cross over into Washington. Oh, somebody's about to discover the garbage can. I find myself in a little bit of a pickle. I need fuel. I thought I had plenty enough to make it, and I might, but I don't like my gauge being low, and I don't really trust my gauge all that much anyway. By the time I really kind of realized where I was at on fuel and where I was at geographically, I had already passed the easy places to get into with this long trailer. So I'm gonna hit the TA truck stop, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it into their parking lot with this trailer, into the fuel islands. So I'm going to pull up on the off-ramp, and luckily I know there's enough room, and I'm going to drop the trailer and bobtail in. Not ideal, and I'm not happy. But my intentions were to get unloaded, and then I could have, 20, 30 minutes to get to the fuel station that I wanted to go to, the truck stop. But it's not going to happen. So we're gonna stop and drop. I'm gonna do this really quick because I don't want to do this at all. Check. 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 This turn right here is why I was unsure. And there's a chance I could have made it. Oh well, better safe than sorry. I'd hate to get hung up here. But it looks like I made it. I hate running low on fuel. Fuel purchase successful. Whereas I could have made it in the place, I think, I couldn't have made it out. So this was a good choice. I did a good one. And because I'm a klutz, I splashed fuel onto my shirt, so I had to change my shirt too. Okay, that only took about 15 minutes. 15 or 20 minutes. Let's get out of here. Guys are just sitting there waiting for me. Okay. Don't even have time to put a camera up or nothing. They're both got their forks in the load and sitting there waiting for me to take my chains off. I still got to put everything away. Super cool guys, Jimmy and Jeff. Jimmy, we've seen at many jobs. Jeff was at the Sumner job. Really is fun to run into guys you know and like, different places all over the place. Okay, let's go put everything away. We're done here. These guys have been great. I'm gonna rate this job site. It's really hard to not give it a 10 because there's tons of parking, very easy going. They'll take you a day early, super friendly guys. I like them all. It's really hard not to rate this a 10. So I'll give it a 9.5. And we're coming back. Not next week, but there's another 20, 25 loads to come to this job. So we will be coming back, but next week we won't be. And I'll tell you about that one later. Now I've got about a 4.5 hour drive down to Salem to load what I think is poles or pipe, something like that. Utility poles, utility material that's going back home. Okay, time to go. This is a great job. Mount St. Helens, wow. Honestly, Mount St. Helens is kind of hard to see from I-5. You got a couple little spots where you can glimpse it, and the weather has to be nice, has to be a clear day. At least that's been my experience. I was about 9, I guess, when it erupted. I remember that day. And of course, it was very well documented, so there's been a lot of things to read about it. I think the anniversary was just recently. Mount St. Helens is always kind of one of those very interesting places. I'm done. I'm 30 miles from my pickup in the morning, and they start loading at 5 or they're open at 5, so I'll be out of there plenty early. And that traffic just took it out of me, man, all day. Feels like all day, that traffic, all afternoon. But there's tons of room at this rest area. This is a nice rest area, big grassy area, and I'm gonna let Gary out. Let him go play around a little bit. I have a leash for him, so I'm gonna let him out of the truck. We'll walk around a little bit. What do you think, dude? We got to teach you a thing or two. He's getting the hang of it now. I think somebody's had enough. He's had a good time out here. That's it. I'll see you guys in the morning. Say goodbye, Gary. Good morning from Salem, Oregon. This is what we're getting. I guess that would explain kind of why I kept getting confused or conflicting descriptions. Some would call it pipe and some would call it poles. But it's pipe made into poles. Looks like about 3/8 steel. Well, so I've moved my fifth wheel forward. It's where I want it for weight distribution, right here. And this is as far as I want to go forward with front overhang, and that is about 2 feet. So if I go 2 feet over the front with a 53-foot setting, it's 55, and that'd give me 5 feet over the back. Put a couple flags on it, and I don't see a problem with that. We'll do 53. There, that looks long enough. Big load. We're loaded. this is all right. I'm gonna measure the overhang here. It looks like it's more than 4 feet. I gotta put a flag on it, I know, but yeah, that's probably 6 feet. Let's find out. 5 feet 5 feet 3 inches. 4, 6, 5. Yeah, that's close. I put a flag on that and we'll haul ass for home. Sometimes you've got to get creative with how to attach your flags. That shouldn't come out, because there's no other way to attach it to that. All right, now we can go home. So this scale is only a quarter mile from where I just loaded. And I was talking about Oregon having free scales that work all the time. Let's see what we are here. 10,700. 29,250 pounds. Perfect. 29,650 pounds. Yeah, baby. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's go home. Yes. Hey, look at that. I don't know that I've ever actually timed it just right to see a train go over this while I'm here. I just stopped for a minute here to kind of walk around the truck for a minute at the top of the hill. Look at this specimen that I peeled off the radiator, off the grill. Hey Gary, what do you think of this? I'm pretty interested in that. Don't eat it. I try to expose them to as much stuff as I can. We made it back to Nevada. We're officially in the Reno Sparks area now, the North Reno. I've checked the traffic. My direction is clear, but the other direction between USA Parkway and Reno, Google Maps is showing 3 separate crashes, and traffic is man, I thought of about 3 different words, but they were all bad words that I shouldn't say. So traffic is messed up. Oh man, I didn't get the camera out in time. But the thunderstorms, the rainstorms I was showing you earlier, there's flooding. They flooded across the freeway. That's why there was traffic. There's mud all the way across the freeway. Oh yeah, one more thing. Just gotta rub that belly. Just gotta rub that belly. It's too fun. I'm home. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go in the house.
Three days later.
Morning. It's Tuesday. You heard me, Tuesday. This stuff was supposed to deliver Monday, and I got a call on Saturday saying they tried to unload one this big with the forklift they had on hand, and it didn't work. I guess it's just too heavy. So they had to bring in a forklift, and they needed an extra day. Now, luckily, thank goodness, my next load isn't until today. So I was able to move things around. But was I bored? Oh no. I got a lot done on the step deck. Excuse me, I got a lot done on the stretch trailer here. And then Sunday, I went on a little 850 mile, 18-hour rescue mission for a buddy. So we were busy all day Sunday. But we got some stuff done on the trailer here. I put some hubcaps on, touched up with a little spray paint, some new mud flaps and mud flap weights. 4State Trucks has been a huge help, helping me get this trailer lined out, get some things done to the truck that I want to get done. And don't forget, if you need some truck parts or some bling or some lights or some chrome, some good stuff, 4 State Trucks has it all. They even have an app on your phone. You can do it right on your phone. Check out what they got. Use my code Jupiter10 and you can get 10% off anything in the whole store that's not already on sale. But they've got a lot of stuff. So give them a call, give them a look. Look on the website, look on the phone, get the app, check them out. Thanks, guys. They've done awesome for me. They got my thumb of approval. There we go. All right, let's go get this stuff off. You know, just when you think you're about done being amazed at the new construction out here, you take a different road and go over the hill into a new valley and realize that you don't know the half of it. And I doubt that they're even half done out here. Wait and see what the next 20 years brings. There's a lot of room here. And this being a substation, I think they're gonna have a lot of power. Yeah. We did it. The load's been delivered, and that concludes this episode of Making a Buck with a Truck. This fenced-in area, this walled-off area, is 50 acres, and he said it is going to be a gigantic substation. And they're doing it in sections. There's different sections for different things. There's actually going to be 4 giant incoming transmission lines. A massive, massive project out here. There's a good chance I'll be back. As long as I can find the steel at the right time, I'll haul this for where I am. I'll haul into here. Not bad. That's it. I got to go get loaded and start the next video. All right, you guys have a good one. We'll see you. In the meantime, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. Catch you on the flip-flop.